Well, another sleepless night. I know most of these vlogs are me bitching and stuff, but for anybody who's new to these blogs and my rants, going through tough time right now. It's some long ass fucking dramatic bullshit story. Well, it's not a story; it's actually my life, and I decided, okay, time to bitch again. So here I am, another sleepless night. Okay, so I'm kind of seeing therapists now and stuff, and when you're out here in the cold and you're alone, okay, I have my dogs, but when you're alone all the time, I'm alone like fucking 90% of the time. Don't mind it. I like being a loner now. You know, I've been single for over like 20, it's gonna be 21, coming on 21 years now. And actually, I prefer it. You know, I'm seeing the benefit of being alone. There are some benefits being with somebody, but my mindset, my lifestyle, it's like I'm best when I'm alone. I don't have to worry as much about other people because to be honest, I can't trust them. You know, I mean, there's some people I can trust, but it's a very tiny list. But so when I have insomnia, it's because I overthink. I think about my situation. The one thing that reminds me of my situation is this cold. I bitched about it, but I mean, you know, and I'll say this again. If you do not understand, and I know there are people who survive in colder weather and, hey, they got balls. I don't. This is bullshit here, you know? I mean, I'm doing it. This is my second winter, which I didn't fucking expect, but I'm here. And everything that I went through and all the bills that are accumulating and what I owe gets worse and worse with each and every month. I have two, a credit card bill and another um, card from a certain company. I won't name it, but anyways, when you have 26% interest on these cards and you don't pay for, like, now it's going to go on 7 months straight, you do the math on all the late charges and all that. And now it's like I'm owing almost 3 times as much as what I borrowed. And, you know, that bothers me. It's that the fact that I can't go out and spend like I used to, because I spend a lot of money. But the difference between me and other people is I pay my fucking bills first. I make sure I'm not in debt. And because I had like a side hustle, I made a lot of money with my side hustle. Plus, I worked a killer job. So when you see like these guitars up here, I had 60 of them. Oh, what the fuck are you do with 60 guitars? You know what? It's like when people buy jewelry, expensive ass jewelry. You know, you can sit there and I have like, I don't know, a couple $1,000 worth of disc golf discs, right? And guitars. And I had like 30 skateboards. And, you know, people will go, God damn, why so many? It's because I collect them. They're my hobbies. I use them, you know, and basically I can do what I want because I made that money. Plus, all my bills are paid. I owe nobody. In fact, people used to borrow money off me. And you know what? I'm not full of words. And I understand people, you know, wish you best and all that. Words, 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 words. But when you're in a desperate situation, Words don't do it. I apologize if you get offended by this, but no, words don't do it. And there are people of faith. That's fine. I've actually been let down for so long and so many times. I don't have faith anymore. The only faith I have is in me staying alive for my fucking dogs. And yeah, I sound bitter, but it's because I've been let down and betrayed so many goddamn times out of my generosity that that generous person is still inside somewhere in here. But now I have fucking stipulations. Okay? No more fucking around. No more being as nice. And fuck words. Okay? I'm a man of action. Say you want a loan from me, I have money. Boom. I don't sit there and give you thoughts and prayers and shit. I'll go, well, do you have Zelle? Boom. Done. Done, done, done. I know there's people out there who know me and they know I do that. I don't fuck around, man. With my bills, I don't fuck around. People who have made donations to me, all my money goes to bills and something else before it goes to me. And when it does go to me, there's very fucking little left. So shit like that keeps me awake at night. And the fact that I'm still in the situation, it sucks. And I can't help but to think about it because I have a constant reminder every day now here in the wintertime because it's cold and I can't get out and distract myself, I mean, I go out and sometimes I have to chop some wood. That doesn't distract me because I'm out there freezing my ass chopping wood so I can have heat. So it's like, nah. Now, in the springtime or when it's nice here, when it gets nice here in Kentucky, it's fucking beautiful. Reminds me of California. So, but when it's nice here, I do have things to distract, right? I could like go out and go to a park, walk my dogs. That distracts me because they got some beautiful parks here with running creeks, and that'll distract me for a while. Plus, the weather's nice enough to where I won't be reminded that I'm either freezing my ass off or I'm about to get heat stroke because of the sauna-like conditions here. That shit triggers me all the time. Now, money's going to come. And worst case scenario, I've said this before, but I'll repeat myself. Worst case scenario, I have to wait till late 2026. But that means I'll have to go through another 2 hot and humid summers and 1 more fucking winter. And right now I'm having a bad fucking time ever since it got cold. When it was hot during the summer, I'm thinking, would I rather stay in the hot, humid summers or in this cold ass fucking winter? Neither. Fucking neither, But, so, yeah, it's one of these fucking sleepless nights again. And I'll probably fall asleep later on today, nap, in and out, like for an hour or two, wake up, stay up for 3 hours, 4 hours, nap again. That broken, fucked up kind of sleep where, you don't actually get some good rest. You're just fucking like a fucking cathartic zombie. Cathartic zombie who's fucking freezing to fucking death. Like right now, I mean, it's not that bad. It's only like, I think 24 degrees, So, and I'm under all my fucking blankets and shit, and I got my dogs under my blankets and my sleeping bag, and they're keeping me warm, and I'm keeping them warm. Actually, the top part of me right now that is exposed, including my face, is fucking cold. But yeah, these sleepless nights is fucking, it's torture, man. And I've had too many of them. Um, that I guess what keeps me going is my dogs, man. Fucking dogs. But I was. Let's get back to actions, not words. Okay, I get super sensitive and I'm triggered, and sometimes I snap back at people who mean well, and and I can only ask you to please have patience with me, or tell me fuck off. I understand. That's cool. And I may snap back at you for that, but I can't help that. I can't. I'm really trying to. That's why I avoid people, and I mean, I used to be pretty social, but a lot of the times I was high too. People may mistake that for partying, and I presented it as partying, and yeah, it's partying, but that was actually to fucking relieve whatever fucked up situation I was in at the time as well. I did that a lot too. Whenever shit would go wrong or go south, fucking grab the bong, take shots, whatever, to you know, to ease the pain. It's the wrong way to do it, but and I didn't know all that abuse with the drugs and the alcohol would make me even more depressed. And it's true, because if you're sitting there smoking weed and drinking because of stress, or you do it every day, take a tolerance break for a month and see how you handle your fucked up situations. And then maybe you'll get a tiny clue of, kind of what I'm going through. I mean, people who knew me knew I would use all the time. And now I don't. And it's hard. It's fucking hard, but you know, um but when I have my good days and stuff, well, I haven't had any since this winter came, but when I have good days and I'm sober and my health is good, I feel great. I feel like it feels even better than getting fucked up or drinking and shit. And my old me would be totally surprised that the new me now is saying this shit, because I didn't believe in bullshit I'm telling you now, but the difference is that I'm living it and I'm doing it. Most of the shit I talk about and bitch about or whatever, it's because I experienced it, not because I'm talking out of my ass and using common sense. And no, I'm experiencing it. Otherwise, I will not speak on it. So, anyways, I got another fucking day of cold ass weather. I used up quite a bit of wood yesterday, but I'm learning how to use my wood stove even better and trying to use less wood. I mean, compared to last year, I'm using a lot less usage regarding my firewood than I did last year. Last year, I just stuffed my stove with wood, keep the heat going, and it worked. But now I'm using less wood because I know I don't need that much wood to keep this place warm. I had to learn. So, and conserving wood is highly important to me here. Now, what I've learned from this year is next year if things aren't going right still, and I have to survive another winter like this, all I know is in March I'll be even more motivated to cut down more dead trees for firewood. I'm gonna go out there and like every day, and I will have a stack of fucking wood out here. That's so. I mean, this year I did that, but and I still have wood outside that I still have to chop. And man, I know I'm going everywhere with this, but chopping wood's no goddamn fucking. It's hard, especially like my shoulders, my back really hurt, and I shouldn't be doing this. I know I could use a wood splitter and blah blah blah, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm just stubborn, and I just do things on my own because I'm so used to being on my own, and I'm so used to figuring shit out myself. Like right now, I'm here near family, so I got people to help when I really need it. But when I used to live in California, I mean, most of my family was over here in the Midwest or East Coast. Well, not on the coast, but East. And I'm out there in California by myself, so I had to figure shit out myself. And even now here, I have received help. I'm not used to receiving help. I feel funny when I receive help. I feel funny when I get compliments. I feel almost uncomfortable. I don't know why. I guess I've been by myself most of my life and figuring shit out by myself. It's like when I receive help, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's like, man, you didn't have to do that. And I'd rather suffer. There are times, plenty of times where it's like people would offer, and I said, "No, cool. I'd rather suffer." And I think it goes with the paranoia that, like, if someone was to help me out, they would use that against me later on if I couldn't help them out. You know what I'm saying? They'll have the what I call the what about isms. Like, what about the time when blah 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 blah? That's so fucking annoying. That shit is bitch made bullshit. You know? I'm not accountable when I do good deeds to people. The only time I'm like that is when they fucking fuck with me first. Then I get in that FAFO mode. That fuck around find out bullshit. I don't I don't bring up my good deeds. In fact, my memory's going, I forget about them. It's like, here's some help. Are you good? Okay, you're good. And I move on. All right. Well, I'm going to cut this bitching session off because I don't know. I record these things just whenever whenever I feel I have to say something and I have to let it out. Otherwise, it stays in me. The stress builds up, and fucking, that's what causes the insomnia, the anxiety, PTSD. I didn't know what PTSD was. Now I'm living it. I'm neck deep in that shit and fucking sucks. All right. Well, I'm done for now. Until the next one.